morning, guys. This is Troppie van der Berg here. I thought I'd share a quick edit of one of the images I took this weekend at a Jewish wedding. Um, Jewish weddings are normally known for their large entourage groups, and I really like working with large groups. There's a lot of dynamics going on, a lot of personalities coming out. So in this shot, I wanted to capture all the guys together looking cool. I only had the one light though, so that meant with me shooting high-speed sync and already losing a lot of flash power, I was shooting on the Godox 8600. Um, I would not be able to light all of them with one image. So what I did was I had my assistant on the left-hand side lighting the guys over here. And then I asked the guy to keep really still. I was lying down on the floor, keeping steady with the camera, and then I just asked my assistant to go to the other side and light the guys on this side. You can actually see the light standing there. So what I will now do in post is I will just quickly merge these two images, and that will then give me an evenly lit image on all the guys. So what I'll do here is I'll select both images. I will open it in Photoshop, and then we'll go from there. It's a little bit slow. I'm actually importing some of the wedding still. Completely overshot as what normally happens on a Jewish wedding, because there's just so much celebration going on and you're scared you're going to miss a moment. So I generally tend to overshoot those. Okay, so as you can see, guys, I've got both files in here now. So what I'll actually do is I'll go to the first file and I'll take the selection tool, and I will just actually make a selection on where the lighting was split. So that would be more or less on the groom. I will Control C to copy that part I've just selected. Go to the other image, Control V, and paste that over it. So at this point, I'll try to line it up as best I can, which can be a little bit tricky, but I won't spend too much time on it, guys. You've got to remember that these finer things you can sort of hide. Your clients won't really notice them. So at this point, I will then create a layer mask, and I will then take my paintbrush and I will just start painting back some of the previous layer and see if I can match that up. That's actually not a bad job. So as you can see there, guys, I've actually just had to paint back the groom, and the rest will match. So as we can see here, if we just disable the previous mask, there you can see on the left hand side, that was the underlying image. That's the part I've put on top, and it basically matches up. The untrained eye will not be able to pick that up. So that's almost job done, guys. At this point, I will then just flatten that image, and I will take out this light stand on the top right. I will just use the tool here to take it out. I'll just paint over it. It's normally, using this tool, guys, it will sometimes do a good job, sometimes you'll just have to redo it. There we go. And I will just then blend that in so I can fix the sky there. Just like that. Not too much there. There we go. Okay, so those are the two images overlapped. So at this point I will just save it back to Lightroom. There the image is. So there you can see both images merged. So what I'll do now is I actually want a dynamic crop for this. My whole idea with this image is I'm going to create a little bit of a panoramic view on it, crop on it, and I will actually use this in the album to introduce the guys. So I will crop it like that, and that will then become a double spread image. There we go. And then in terms of editing, guys, I don't believe in over editing too much. The most of the work has been done the in taking the image. The lighting is good. So at this point, I'll just increase the exposure slightly. I'll increase the contrast. I'll bring back the highlights. I'll open up the shadows a bit. Bring down the blacks. Clarity for the guys. A little bit of vibrance, and then bring back down the saturation, and just a little bit more exposure, and bring the whites down. And for me, that is done. Thanks for joining me, guys. I hope you found this useful. Please subscribe to my channel, and I will post more of this. Have a good day. Thank you. Bye.